My game of the week, Packers versus the Lions. We get the NFC North matchup. We get to see what Micah Parsons is going to be like. We get to see Aiden Hutchinson coming back off an injury. And we get Jordan Love versus Jared Goff. There's so many different storylines that we can pull out for this game. But will we see Micah Parsons take a Lambeau leap? What is the betting line on Micah Parsons scoring a touchdown and taking or getting an interception or a pick six or something and making a Lambeau leap, right? I think the percentage of maybe Malik Willis coming in the game is a lot higher than what people expect. Look, do I think drafting Matthew Golden was the best move by the Packers? No. But did I think it was the worst? No. It's good to see that they're investing in a wide receiver, but they got wide receivers, man. The rest of their draft was freaking mid, in my opinion. It was. It definitely was. But Josh Jacobs is there, right? And I hope that he has a really, really good game. I think Jaden Reed can still be otherworldly if they give the dude a chance. Dontavian Wicks, step up, please. And then they picked Savion Williams, who I wasn't very high on. And then they still have hope that Romeo Doubs, who was the presumable number one target for a while, that he could step up to the plate. Look, one of the better tight end rooms in football next to the Ravens is Tucker Kraft and Luke Musgrave being there. All I have to say to Jordan Love is utilize those guys. But, of course, Rashawn Gary and Micah Parsons, Edgerrin Cooper, Quay Walker, Devontae Wyatt, all being on that same defensive line is going to be crazy to watch. I think everybody's looking out for Xavier McKinney to probably have a really big day. But what about the Lions? Change coordinators? Both coordinators are gone. Ben Johnson's gone. Aaron Glenn is gone. Right? And so a lot of people have a cause for concern of what they're going to look like. Look, I don't think they're going to stray away from the philosophy of that we're going to run the ball down your throat. Jared Goff came up the top on 100, having high regards and high respect from his teammates around the NFL or his colleagues around the NFL. Jahmyr Gibbs, when it comes to the fantasy football, man, Jahmyr Gibbs and Bijan should be the first two off the board. If they're not, you playing the PPR league, I'm sorry. That's just free game for you. That running back core is elite. Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, Kai Robichaud from Boston College, Sione Vaki from Utah. You kidding me? But they kept Dominic Levitt on the roster, drop master himself from Georgia. But that's not even the wide receiving core, just the top three. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Isaac Tesla, Jameson Williams. I've been talking about Isaac Tesla all offseason. Caught wind of his game. We saw a little bit of him play. We didn't see a ton of Arkansas games, but we saw a little bit. But we were talking about Andrew Armstrong from Arkansas. Look, I saw some clips of him at the Hula Bowl, then him getting a late invite to the Senior Bowl, and then coming down to the Senior Bowl and totally putting people on ice skates. Isaac Tesla is legit. Sam Laporta, I'm calling it right now. People don't respect the blocking and catching ability of a guy like Sam Laporta. And Sam Laporta's just waiting there saying, I'm going to be the next George Kittle in this league. We thought TJ Hawkinson was going to be, but, you know, he's had some injury issues, and I still love TJ. But it's something about those Iowa dudes, man. I don't think we value blocking as a tight end as much as we should. And it upsets me, and it's disappointing. Penei Sewell, best offensive lineman in football, a lot of people say. We had him in our top 5. And then let's just go through the defense. Aiden Hutchinson is back. DJ Reader's here. Tyleik Williams, one of my favorite defensive tackles, if not my favorite in this class. Mekhi Wingo, hopefully he steps up to the plate. He was very good at LSU 2 seasons ago. Alex Anzalone gets disrespected. Zach Cunningham is here. Y'all remember Zach Cunningham? Tackling beast. And then Jack Campbell. Boy, oh boy. Has he been getting better every single year? And I think he wears a green dot. No, that's Alex Anzalone. But, man, if Alex leaves, Jack's going to be wearing the green dot. For sure. Terran Arnold, I look to him. I'm glad he changed his number from 0 to 6. But Terran Arnold, I feel like, is going to have an amazing year coming up here pretty soon. I feel like by week 3, we're going to be saying his name a lot. Rocky Sin still got a little bit of juice. Kirby Joseph, one of the league leaders in interceptions last year. And Brian Branch. We told y'all this before. Now let me tell you something now. Malachi Moore up there for the Jets is going to be the new Brian Branch. But Brian Branch is paving the way for the star safety position. Can play the nickel, the box, free, all over the field. He's going to be known as the best safety here in football here very, very soon. And then, of course, hometown hero Jake Bates, one of the better kickers in the NFL. We went through the rosters. Let me just break down the game plan, man. I think nothing is really going to change for the Lions. I think early the Packers may get a lead. But I think, well, me and Don think that the Lions are going to pull this one out. I think this is going to be the best game of the week. I think we're going to see a lot of ups and downs with this team. But by the third quarter, a lone catch from Jamison Williams down the field. Isaac Tesla gets his first touchdown of the season. And Jahmyr Gibbs is just consistent all game through. And Aiden Hutchinson finally gets that sack and that welcome back to Detroit that he's been waiting to see since his injury. Lions by 3 points. I think this is a close game.